Shalom. Salam alaikum. Peace be with you, everyone. Welcome back. We have a good one today. Oh, we have a good one. Let us start here. Come on now. Catch up with me, man.
Captain Skeleton Man! Walk high! Oh yeah! Well, they sit in towers with their papers on the wall. Letters after names and framed degrees and all. They speak in mighty footnotes. They quote what others said. Then Captain Skeleton Man arrives and turns the room bright red. He sails in through the live stream with an eye patch and a grin. Drops a question on the table and the arguments begin. They're confident and polished, sure they've got the final plan, until they find themselves debating Captain Skeleton Man! He's got big guts, yeah, he's got big guts. He's got fearless guts, debate all night guts. They've got knowledge and they've got pride, but the captain brings the storm with the tide. Some quote ancient languages, some quote history, some claim they've solved forever every theological mystery. But the captain charts the meanings of the words from shore to shore. And every time they think they've won, he opens one more door. He asks them for the sources, asks them what the letters
All right,
meant.
so bear with me at 1 minute.
Used in one age and where the old meaning went. The chat begins exploding. The comments start to fly as the captain calmly smiles and asks another why. He's got big guts. Yeah, he's got big guts. Unshakable guts. Never give up guts. They've got titles and they've got fame. But the captain's still the one they name. Who'll take the stage? Captain. Who'll call it bluff? Captain. Who'll sail right in when the scholars get tough? Captain Skeleton Man. Who'll ask the questions? Nobody can. Captain
Skeleton Man.
Well, one guy flashed a doctorate, another had 3 more. One quoted 10 encyclopedias, another quoted 4. They stacked their books from floor to ceiling, said, Captain, understand, you're speaking to the experts now. He said, then show me if you can. The comments started rolling, the subscribers and brought down ancient lands. The chat began exploding, the moderators ran, and somewhere in the confusion was Captain Skeleton Man. Not because he's loudest, not because he's mean, but because he'll cross the battlefield and challenge every king and queen.
Man, we got a good one today.
He'll test each of the claim, and if the evidence is solid, he'll respect it just the same. He fears no institution, no title or command, for truth belongs to no one man, not even Captain Skeleton Man. He's got big guts, yeah, he's got big guts, scripture searching guts, truth digging guts. They've got channels and they've got crowds, but Captain Skeleton Man stands proud. He's got big guts, yeah, he's got big guts, sailing through the storm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a good one today. J.L.Warren. I've busted this podcast These gentlemen are fucking illiterate motherfuckers. I cannot express this enough. This guy is a complete buffoon. This other guy, PhD, what does you call yourself? PhD Steve. Fuck yourself, you fucking goofy ass weirdo. This dude is a weirdo. I'm going to expose it. I hope these guys are not actually academic personnel. I hope the man with a PhD is not really a man with a PhD. I hope to God that if the college finds out about you, man, and you should get your PhD gone, removed from you. I'll tell you that right fucking now. Peace be with you, the freak. No. I'll show you. I'm going to show the live video, the freak. Here, we're going to watch the live video. All right, so I've got it all ready. We're going to watch this. This atheist fucking retard. A fucking retard moron. And the reason I'm calling these guys names, because when you watch the video, you're going to understand. They continue to ad hominem me after I was even gone. I was the topic of their discussion for 30 fucking minutes after. This is the kind of thing I had over these guys. You know, whenever I show up on a stage, I make such an impact to their psyche that they cannot stop talking about me and move on. Just move on. So I want everyone to see, but first, before we go, I want to put my link. Let me put my link on here so I can join the stage to set this video up for everyone. Oh, man. This guy thought he could debate with me. Oh, man. This guy got caught with his pants fucking down. I'm not lying to you. You'll get to see. You'll see. Copy my link. I'll be right back. Let me post this up. All right, I am back. All right, we got it all set up. Now let me join the stage real quick. The video will speak for itself. The actions of what these men do, in a real, like I say, these people are you fucking tubers. They are not academic, real debaters. They cannot even have a proper debate whatsoever. They don't know how to hold one. It's so pathetic. Let me go here. Hang on 1 minute. Let me go in here and load up. Academic, real debaters. They cannot even have a proper debate. And hang on 1 minute. Totally epic. Hang on 1 minute. This is so crazy. These guys, mind you, I want you guys to understand, when somebody is asking for you to bring evidence of your God. Okay, so let me go ahead and we'll set this up. All right, there we go. as well. Let me. Hello, hello. All right, is everything working? I'm gonna have to turn it this way. Uh, oh well. Let me figure it all out real quick. Probably got to turn a different manner, but that's fine. Here is the retard guy. He's a complete illiterate. You are completely illiterate, sir. I hate to tell you that. You are flat out illiterate. PhD Tony. Where are you at, PhD Tony? There he is. You, sir, need your PhD stripped away from you. I am telling you, that is no lie. You are just a joker. This guy here, he is just a clown. Like, I don't even know. He is just like, he is their backing, like, groupie. He's their backing groupie. And then this Andrew guy here, this guy, you are a fucking idiot, bro. More than an idiot. And I'm going to prove it to everyone. Because you can tell a man, right? You'll be able to know a man, um, by his actions in this sense. Where is my settings at? Go to my settings here. Video setting. Okay, I'm tapping my video setting. There, finally. Come on, man. I don't want audio, I want video. Mirror camera. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna exit out of here with this. And rejoin. Debate whatsoever. They don't know how to hold one. That's what the problem was. Okay, I see now. I'll tell you what. That was what the problem is. Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good video. Stay tuned. It's a good video. All right, just bear with me. I gotta fix this camera. I don't know why they keep fucking with my camera, man. Stop fucking around with my settings, you assholes. Leave my fucking camera the fuck alone. It's my shit, my property. Don't you fucking get in there and fucking bullshit around with stuff. All right, now let's see if we got it working there a better way. Oh, here we go. All right, let's get this set up. I'm gonna remove myself out of here. All right. Everything's good. Can you hear me? I hate when they do this shit. It's like they're so scared. They're so terrified. And it's this YouTube. They don't want me to expose their money makers, their main money makers. So then they got to go fuck with my live stream and fuck with all these settings and start fucking around with shit. I know what they're doing. I'm about to boot them all up out of my system. And people might think I'm crazy when I'm talking like this. No. It's actual fact. This is what they do. This is corporations doing this shit. And they can't stand it. Because I'm exposing all their money makers. You understand, when they get advertisements and stuff like that, and I expose them, they stop getting followers and nobody wants to listen to their shit. Let's see if this will bring me back in. Actually be able to hear in the conversation. All right. There, I can hear now. Now it's working. All right, so let me turn the light off. Let's get this situated. Bear with me, good ladies and gentlemen. Now, in the beginning of this video, asshole here, JL, this asshole right here, he's gonna flatter. Oh, this guy's been waiting so patiently in the background. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fuck off, you fucking goofy ass motherfucker. They think because of a name that I got, Captain Skeleton Man, I'm on your side. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the actual mind frame of human beings. Now, psychologists would agree with me in this sense that sometimes people tend to grab hold of what feels comfortable and recognizable to their own psyche. So he's a atheist. He thinks he's a rock and roller. You see, he's got Michael Myers in the background of him here. So when he comes across Captain Skeleton Man, oh, I'm going to kiss his ass. Oh, Captain's been waiting so patiently in the background. Fuck you, you fucking goofy motherfucker. I don't live in your fucking pathetic world. Andrew, just you wait. Just you wait. This guy, he gets caught on his own live stream. These guys are all lying on me about muting. And then this fuck up tells all. Literally, I'm not lying. It was so pathetic. But we're going to get into it. Let me see if I need to maybe scoot this up, or is that good, or should I lower it down just I gotta, there we go. Maybe it's scooting it over this way. There we go. Try to get all the idiots, all the illiterates in the screen properly. All right, so here we go.
We may have lost him. He's still muted. He muted himself, so he has to unmute himself. So we have someone in the back who's been waiting and has been extraordinarily patient. How's it going, Angel Rivera? Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. So I'm gonna get, because Grace is not here. So we're gonna bring Grace down, and we're gonna bring up Captain.
We're going to bring Grace down.
Captain, you able to hear us all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Thank you for your patience on that. I know that you've been in the back for a bit.
Quick sound check, making sure you can hear each of us. Captain, good over here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Leo?
Huh?
Check in, Leo.
I'll check in with what? I heard him.
Okay, and Tony?
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Tony.
Okay,
fine. Check.
StreamYard does funny things.
Now, right away, just on the sound check. Sound check. Fucking goofy motherfuckers. This guy especially, he's unfocused. You know why? Because he's checking my channel out. I'll prove it. I'm gonna prove it. Andrew and Leo, they're checking my fucking channel out so that they can try to ad hominem later on. Fact. No lie. I'm not lying. That's what they're doing. I'm well aware of people. And then at the end of the video, you'll get to see what they actually try to ad hominem about. They attack my music. I'm sitting there laying in bed singing Bob Seger's Turn the Page, laying down with my esophagus crushed into my neck. And bro, with my esophagus crushed in down like that, I can sing way better than all four of you. Get the fuck out of here. But they're jealous. That's part of jealousy, right? Jealousy and envy. But let's continue. All right. I don't want to interrupt too much unless I need be. But I just thought that yes, I have got let's kind of there we go. I don't know if I need to kind of focus this way a little bit. I keep messing things up. All right, maybe that's good. Okay. Now I've got another damn issue happening. Gosh, dang it, man. Another issue happening. They don't want this to go play. They don't. No, I'm telling you, they don't want this to go play. Now, in the beginning, you heard what he said. He's kissing my ass. Let's go to the ass kissing first. I've been in the background for a while.
So we're going to bring Grace down.
That guy is weird.
And
that Leo guy is so weird. He's the one that made that funny noise.
We may have lost him. He's still muted. He muted himself, so he has to unmute himself. So again, we have someone in the back who's been waiting and has been extraordinarily patient. How's it going, Angel Rivera? Good to see you.
Extraordinarily patient I've been. Now, look, I don't know if you guys can see. It says, any good reasons to believe in a God? Nope. Open panel. Stage of reason. Okay. They want a good reason. That's what they're asking. They want a good reason to believe in a God. So clarify God and the understanding of what it is, blah, 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 all those things that I always tell people about. They don't perhaps understand what they're doing. And later on, he even admits that his perception about this word God is only from a specific background. And you're going to understand this clearly as we continue. So let's continue.
Thanks so much for being here. So I'm going to get, because Grace, it's not cute. So we're going to bring Grace down, and we're going to bring up Captain.
We're going to bring Grace down.
Captain, you able to hear us all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Thank you for your patience on that. I know that you've been in the back for a bit.
Sound check, making sure you can hear each of us. Captain, good over here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Leo?
Huh?
Check in, Leo.
Huh?
Check in with what?
I heard him.
Okay, and and Tony?
Hello. How are you?
Hello, Tony.
Okay,
Doing fine. Check.
StreamYard does funny things. It's just going to get this clear. Okay.
All right. So, I know there were topics on the screen and everything, but you said you wanted to bring your evidence for the existence of a God.
Correct.
So what do you got for us today?
First, I'd like to agree with you guys that I believe 100% that certain doctrines are very dangerous. And that is a lot of religion today. That's pretty much all mainstream religion. They have a doctrine that is not very logical or reasonable because they have taken certain words within text and created their own interpretations based on that, which creates doctrines of devils. My evidence for the thing that I have tested, observed, and I can repeat these things. I find this in Revelations chapter 4, verse 5. And this here, and as well with Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2. This here tells me exactly what it is in script they're calling what God is. Now, I want you guys to focus. It's important that you're focusing because later on, J.L.Warren is an illiterate, unfocused man. So is Tony. So is Andrew. So is Leophilius. Illiterate, unfocused men. Now, any good reasons? I gave you two good reasons. One was Revelations 4:5. The other, Isaiah 11:2. Why do I give these reasons? Because you're asking about God, and you're going to, JL's going to agree that his understanding, his P on P, dipshit, you stupid dipshit, his understanding of what God is, okay, is coming from a Christian doctrine and their interpretation. Okay, so his God is in the understanding of what they say. I told him from the very beginning, like you guys heard, that is wrong. When I studied scriptures, I find that this word, English translation, God, is not the way that people are proclaiming it. The script itself tells us what and who it is. Isaiah 11:2, Revelations 4:5, 7 spirits. And these are the 7 spirits of God. Are of. That's critical in linguistics. Now, they did not focus on this. So I gave them what is happening, what I said. All right? Now, what's going on here again? Why are they interrupting? What the? I'm telling you. What in the motherfuck is interrupting my service? Man. Anyway, now I also, that's the reasons, right? The reasons. I gave them 2 very good, clear reasons of what God is and why I do not agree with current theology. Okay? That's logical. That's an explanation. They don't get this. They didn't pay attention. Now watch.
4, verse 5. And this here, and as well with Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2, this here tells me exactly what it is in script they're calling what God is. So a lot of people continue to make God an entity or an old man in the sky or something like this. That never was the intention, nor was that the interpretation of the word Elohim, or what they use today in Greek theos, or what they have in English is God, God, or in fact in Islam is Allah. All of these are generic names. But here it says that there are 7 spirits of God. And these 7 spirits, I have to test. I have to see if they're repeatable. I have to see if I can observe them. One of the spirits. Now, that's critical what I just said. So they wanted evidence. That's what they're saying. They want evidence. They want reasons. I gave them reasons. Those 2 scripture verses. Now I'll present the evidence that is testable, repeatable, and observable. The 7 spirits are God. So give me any good reason to believe in it. All right. I'll give you evidence of why you should believe that life exists, why you should believe counsel exists, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, power, fear of the Lord, why you shouldn't understand in the living of life itself. Because without knowledge, you stupid professors could not do any studying, you dumbass motherfuckers. Without life itself, you would have no observation to even go around to try to make a claim that you're a fucking atheist. You retarded, illiterate, stupid motherfuckers. You should get your degrees taken from you right the fuck now. I hope the colleges that gave them to you remove them from you. This is life itself. That's the first one. Without life, you can have no observation to begin with. That's a testable thing. That's a repeatable thing. And that you can observe life itself. The next spirit, and I don't want to go through all these to waste your guys' time. I'm pretty sure you can see in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2, you'll see these 7 spirits by name. Counsel is the next. Then you have understanding. You have knowledge. You have wisdom. You have power and fear of the Lord. Power is, in this context, if somebody were telling me, hey, let's go jump off a bridge, I have enough knowledge and understanding with wisdom to know that's a stupid idea and I'm not going to follow you. So to me, you are a Satan. You are trying to lead me. Now, I just gave them very good, reasonable explanations about these. And I even gave them a living fucking example of how God works in the living of life. Example, a living fucking example. You deny it, you're a fucking charlatan. You have power and fear of the Lord. Power is, in this context, if somebody were telling me, hey, let's go jump off a bridge, I have enough knowledge and understanding with wisdom to know that's a stupid idea and I'm not going to follow you. So to me, you are a Satan. You are trying to lead me astray into death. So I'm not going to die. I want to retain life. Therefore, I would cast you away and I would not follow such a liar, a devil in that manner. That's what real understanding of these scripture verses are actually about.
So let me address something here because the big foundational thing that you have here. When you say that you have evidence that a God exists, okay, you immediately went to the Bible, right?
No, I don't have to go to the Bible. I'm giving you. All right. So do you see what he did? That's called deflecting. He thinks in what I've stated. Okay, now everyone needs to understand what books are. Books are all written by men. Observations. It doesn't matter whether it's a religious book or a academic book, mathematic book, whatever the fuck, a history book, a spelling book, all books, all knowledge. We call this knowledge. We call this understanding. All of these are written by observations from living vessels of men and women. Fact. You cannot get around that. Books were not just here on the earth. Okay? Someone put them here. Who is that someone? That's a fucking human being. Period. I don't need the book because the human being, and this is where J.L. should really get his ass fucking ringed on this because he's fucking leading people. This is a lie. He knows it. He's a fucking liar. You don't need the book. If you yourself are the one who wrote the book, that book did not exist until you wrote it. So the life of itself, the living man who was the observer, is the one who observed and then created that knowledge in that fucking book that you and I now have and are looking at. I don't actually need the book. The book helps others in guidance to what that observer had observed, and he wrote the book. But the examples that I just gave this gentleman, life, wisdom, knowledge, counsel, these are not found only in a book. The reason it's in a book is because the observation came from outside the book. The book is what contains what was outside an observation. So life is not found inside a book. I can write about it, but it's not in the book. Life is outside the book, and I observe life. So I don't need to go to the book. However, in order for you to create the question, any good reasons to believe in God, the word God, you, sir, needed the book in order to create that question for your podcast. Because we all understand that the word God is a word that is found in books. Because many people can call God many different names. And they can observe God many different manners. But you strictly stuck with a lettered word, G-O-D, to put up on your stage. I don't think these people are quite understanding it. This is why they're illiterates. So you, sir, have taken from a theological setting of a word and presented it in your atheist discussion. Do you understand that, you stupid man? So I don't need the book. Don't accuse me that I went to the book. The reason I went to the book, ladies and gentlemen, is because his stupid question is pertaining to what, everyone? Did he say any good reasons to believe in a goat? Is there any good reasons to believe in a fairy? Is there any good reasons to believe in a guitar? Is there any good reasons to believe in a shoe? No. He used the word God. You stupid, illiterate motherfucker. You used the word God. Everyone tell me, if you want, what book do you go to? Anybody. If you want to know or hear or study about God, tell me, audience, what book would you go to? Which books, what kind of books do you go to that talk about this subject, G-O-D? A history book? A mathematics book? What book, ladies and gentlemen? So you see how this J.L.Warren is really an illiterate man. And he makes up bullshit. This is what atheists are really stupid. I hate to say, you know why they're stupid? Because they don't got seven spirits, ladies and gentlemen. They don't got knowledge, counsel, and wisdom and understanding in their vessel. That's why they're very stupid. So he claims he has a PhD and he has degrees. So if you do, why are you fucking on YouTube, man? You're not making no fucking money on YouTube, punk ass boy. You ain't got millions of followers, punk ass. Everybody knows it. You're a charlatan. And you claim you got a degree? Loser. All right, so let's go. Let's continue. Verses are actually about.
So let me address something here because the big foundational thing that you have here. When you say that you have evidence that a God exists, okay, you immediately went to the Bible, right?
No, I don't have to go to the Bible. I'm giving you scripture.
Okay, but you went to Revelation. You went to Book of Isaiah. Okay, the revelation.
Why, everyone? Why would I go to these books, ladies and gentlemen? Why? You see how illiterate he really is? But he wants to play. See, this is the trick that they do. You got to be very careful with these Satans. This is how they trick you. They pretend to be wise, but you need to be very observant. Your mind needs to be truly focused so you can catch these morons in their bullshit, like the captain does.
John and Book of Isaiah. The problem is, why would I accept anything that the Bible is saying?
You don't have to accept anything in the Bible. Remember, who wrote the Bible is men. Men were observers.
Okay,
they observe something, so they write something. That's what all books are. Well, observations of human beings writing experiences in books. Don't interrupt me, you stupid motherfucker. This guy as well has a daddy complex. He has a daddy complex. He thinks he's going to teach me something. Bro, I am beyond you. You are an illiterate man to me. You have proven it within 2 minutes of the video. You have already proven to me you're an illiterate man already. See, I stay very focused. When I have a conversation with people, I remain very focused. That is who I am through my trauma. I observe I observe every blink, every tick, every rub of your nose, every fucking shift of your body. It's just in me because of the trauma as a child that I experienced. I retain this kind of thing. I'm made like this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just made like this. I don't intend to do it. And that's what makes me a weird. Because of those reasons, I'm weird, but I don't intend to do these things. It's part of my trauma. All right. It's who I am. I am that I am. Okay. Now, he keeps interrupting. He's going to keep doing this. And eventually he's just going to start just playing the daddy role where he's got to mute you, give you a spanking. I've been a bad boy, Mr. Warren. I've been a bad boy. You stupid punk ass bitch. You a punk ass bitch.
Their interpretation. So they're interpreting.
Okay, so applied mathematics is a book, and the interpretation of it is not empirical.
Okay, hang on a second.
Applied mathematics.
I busted him. You understand what I'm telling you about books, everyone. When you go to a fucking library, Mr. Warren and Mr. PhD Tony and stupid Andrew, who's checking out my videos right now, by the way, that's why he's got his little coffee mug there. He's watching videos of mine right now. And Leo, you stupid reject. When you go to a fucking public library, assholes, if I want to find a fake book that is talking about fantasy land, do I go to the nonfiction, the reference, or the fiction? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're not illiterate. I hope you can answer the question properly and truthfully and honestly. These men can't. So again, Mr. J.L.Warren, Applied Mathematics is a book. And yes, it was written by men. Just like the Bible, just like the Vedas, just like any other books, the Quran. All books are written by men. How did the men write them? They were observing and applying certain things, methodologies to create these books. These books became interpretive. 1 + 1 = 2 is an interpretive truth. It's an empirical truth. You can also have a theological book, and if you understand the writing and you know the true interpretation of what is one, what is God, plus what is one, then another understanding, God plus creation. You need to know what God is, what is creation, add those together. 1 + 1 = 2. God plus creation equals what? Do you know the answer for X? I'll let you guys try to figure this out. God plus creation equals boom. There's the equation of mathematical equation. You must know the value of each number. You also must know the value of what is God, what is creation. Once you know what one is and what one is, you can get the proper answer of 2. Mathematically, it's an empirical truth. Same thing with a theological book. If you know what it is that you're looking at and reading, the truth is evident there. It is empirical facts. These guys are so fucking charlatan and illiterate motherfuckers. I do not get their reasoning. Their logic is illogical. And I'm showing it to you in the living right now of how to present your case to these idiot morons. Now let's continue.
With their interpretation. So they're interpreting.
Okay, so applied mathematics is a book, and the interpretation of it is not empirical.
Okay, hang on a second.
Applied mathematics is
Applied mathematics is something completely different from theology. Okay.
No.
So
You say it's a different category, but it's not.
It is a category error because
So now they're all calling it a categorical error. I just showed you, ladies and gentlemen, how you can take a theological book and applied mathematics and make it the same category in adding, subtracting, dividing. All right. Remember, God plus creation equals 1 plus 1 equals. You need to know the value of 1. You need to know the value of 1. You need to know the value of what God is. You need to know the value of what creation is. Math goes hand in hand. You cannot do without all 7 spirits if you want the empirical truth. All 7 spirits work together in unison. Yes, they have their categories, but you can use them and blend them together in life. Knowledge and wisdom and understanding and counsel all are used intertwining together to create the empirical truths of life. Fact. So don't tell me that I've made a categorical error when I just give you the analogy of applied mathematics and how to use that in a theological study. It's part of my method, you piece of shit. Why do you think I'm so wise? I use all academia, all categories of academia, and I merge them together to get the full, most clear understanding of truths. Don't tell me it's a different.
Mathematics is
Okay, applied mathematics is something completely different from theology. Okay.
No,
So
you say it's a different category, but it's not.
it is it's a category error because mathematics is a scheme.
Mathematics is a formal scheme of
hang on,
theology.
hang on. Mathematics is a formal schema with specific rules designed to do specific things. Theology is this literally the study of the nature of a God. Okay, so my problem here is that
Actually, theology is not just the study of the nature of a God, asshole. You see how do you see what they're doing? Straw manning. That's straw man. Giving a false assumption about something that is not true. That's a straw man ideology you just threw on me. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. So you don't even know what real theology is. Theology could also be the study of human beings interacting with each other in a righteous, holy manner. That's called the law. The law is found within the religious books of theology. Oh, but wait, is that the wrong category? The law has nothing to do with God. So is the law, should we put that in a category of law and order, a book of law and order? And it has nothing to do with God? Do you see when they try to remove God from all academic equations, including applied mathematics, then they start becoming stupid. God himself is the first mathematician. He started to divide the earth, division. Well, first he was adding. Yeah, adding. Because in the Big Bang, if you understand the Big Bang, from one singularity, and then you have lots of things being created from it. So he's adding upon it in that manner. And then he divides and subtracts. God himself is the first mathematician. So is creation not part of math? Huh? You stupid physicists? Hey, physicists, you're the study of physical reality. Is mathematics, should we not apply mathematics to physics studies? Or should we separate the category? Fucking morons.
why would I give the Bible any more credence than any other holy text that you also reject, such as the Quran?
I don't reject the Quran. Oh, do you see what he just did? He tried to say I reject the Quran. He thinks I'm a Christian. You see now? These are punks. People, ladies and gentlemen, these are some fucking illiterate, charlatan, punk-ass motherfuckers. So I read the Torah. Well, the Torah is not a Christian book in the sense that Christians claim Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The Israelites claim the Torah. So I'm not allowed to read the Torah and extrapolate truth from that book.
that was written by a man like me. I'm a man, you're a man, we're all humans. So if something is being created, I'm not allowed to observe it. It must belong only to them. Stupid illiterate man. So no, I've read the Torah. I extrapolate the truth. I learn and get things from it that are facts. I love it. I read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, extrapolate evidence and truths from it. I love it. I read the Quran. I get evidence and extrapolate truths from that. I love it. I love the Quran, you fucking charlatan fuck. I love the Quran. When I read the Vedas, I extrapolate evidence and truth from it. I love the Vedas. I love any book that a man in the observable world who has created and wrote that contains evidences and truths. I love them all. I love wisdom, you stupid fucking clowns. I love it. All of them. I don't need to be a member of a club in order to get the truth. Is that what you think, pathetic man? You got to be the member of the club? According to them, yeah, because, PhD Tony over there. Tony, are you a member of your PhD club? You know what PhD stands for, don't you? Pathetic. What? Do you know the H? Huh? Does anybody? You know what D is. I hope you know what D is. Dumbass. Pathetic. I'll let you figure out H. P is pathetic. D is a dumbass. That's what your fucking piece of paper is to me. Fucking illiterate. You got your fucking degree from an institution that's bought and paid for, and they teach you a bunch of bullshit. That's what your PhD is.
Do you think I reject the Quran? See, you assume something about me. That's false.
Hang on. Do you accept the Bhagavad Gita?
Yes. I've read all of them. I've studied them for 40 years. I told you. You were not focused, sir. Were you focused earlier when I told you? I've studied them. I'm a linguistic. I studied all the scriptures of holy books. 40 years I've been doing it.
Talk to me about the Egyptian coffin text.
Why do you want to know about it?
That's called deflecting, everyone. That's called deflecting. He had a subject. You look how this fucking retarded fuck man bounces from one subject to another subject to another subject. He is not a focused man, period. But I'll give him something, and this is how I understood. He didn't even know what he was asking. He did not even know what he was asking. Because watch what I do when I answer the question. Now, I don't know why he brings it up. It has nothing to do, but this is what illiterates that have debates do. They deflect and then they try to go off topic. And if that doesn't work, eventually it becomes ad hominem. That's where it eventually leads to. Uneducated men right here, ladies and gentlemen.
I studied them. I'm a linguistic. I studied all the scriptures of holy books. 40 years I've been doing it.
Talk to me about the Egyptian coffin text.
Why do you want to know about it?
I want to know what you know about it. What's the primary focus of the first stone?
Nephjeru is what you would call in the Egyptian understanding as what Christians call father son. In the Egyptian language, we call it Nephjeru. That's the father son.
He doesn't even know. He has no idea. So everyone, when you understand the coffin text and things, you must, before you can understand any Egyptian textbooks, you must first understand the word and the meaning of what Egyptians are using in their language. So for instance, Ra, sons of Ra, these things have names and meanings, and in the Egyptian tongue, there's a word that's used or an utterance that's used to give you the meaning. In the understanding, this is why academia is so wrong, because they think that Egyptians worshipped the literal sun that shines in the sky. That's false. When they say something like sun disk, or when they're using something in that context, they're using a word called nefjeru. NFT, NW. Sometimes it's NFWT or NWT, NFWT, nefjeru, Jeru. And in their understanding of this word, it's kind of like the same thing as when you say Hebrew Elohim. So when you're saying Elohim, the first was nefjeru, and the meaning is a dual God, a multiple God, a multiple creator, a father, a son. As in within Christianity, they have the Son and the Father. Through the Son, all things are made. The Father creates the Son. Nefjeru, Egyptian understanding, same manner. There's a Father who created a Son. Ra, the Son. So these people are illiterate. He asked the question, he doesn't even know what I just said in the Egyptian tongue because he actually doesn't speak Egyptian like I can. Not speak it fluently, I understand word and word meaning linguistically. That's why I can say things like nefjeru. He can't, nor does he even understand it. Check it out.
Why do you want to know about it?
I want to know what you know about it. What's the primary focus? What's the primary focus of the first?
So nefjeru is what you would call in the Egyptian understanding as what Christians call Father Son. In the Egyptian language, we call it nefjeru. That's the Father Son God.
These are all myths.
It's not a myth. Okay, it's a logical, reasonable thing because Father Son. Are you telling me Father Son does not exist in reality of life?
I'm saying that human beings.
Busted. Boom. You see why some people will call things a myth, just like I was addressing with that Will guy the other day. If he wants to say that planets have consciousness, and then he has a book of mythology that kind of relates that understanding, you can have that. But you must know 1 + 1. God plus creation. What does it mean to be God? What does it mean to be creation? What is a planet? What does it mean to be a planet? How do planets work? What is the composition of a planet? Multiple academia needs to be used. Again, I go back to this, so you can get the greatest understanding of what something fucking is. Point blank. So can you say in a mythological book that Jupiter is kind of conscious, and Jupiter, the son of Uranus, let's say he's the son of Uranus, and Jupiter, the son of Uranus, says to Neptune, be gone from me. Now, in the mythology, it seems as if planets are conscious, the way that the wording is written. But the matter is the gravitational pull of Jupiter is what's pushing or telling Neptune or Venus, go away from me. Push you further from me. It doesn't mean these planets are conscious. It's what we observe in action can seem to be a conscious thing. But when you study it, and then you get a higher understanding and education of how planets work, then the mythological book starts to make more reasonable sense. Even though in the context of the mythology, no, planets don't have consciousness. Jupiter is not alive. But the understanding is there, and it's all about the scribe. It's all about the era of when people lived, how they wrote things. Just like Shakespeare. When Shakespeare writes Hamlet or Shakespeare writes Romeo and Juliet, there is a way of writing these things linguistically that in today's society, it doesn't make sense because we don't use those kinds of terminologies or expressions anymore. But back then, they did. They understood it. So even further back then, when the Egyptians would write different things, they understood it because that was what they used as it at the time. And that's a critical thing to know. You can't come in as an academic in 2026, go into a Book of the Dead, and think that you don't know the meaning of the word or the use of it in the culture at the time,
and you've got some guy saying they're worshiping the sun, and then you academically come in agreement with, oh, that must be true, when it's actually a fallacy, and then you've all agreed that this is this, and now all of a sudden you're going to sit there and make another observation and a false interpretation about another story that possibly mentioned the sun. But now you think it has to do with something else. So now your whole explanation, your whole truth about something is now in a great corruption because you didn't fucking know the meaning of the word Nephjeru. What is Nephjeru? Pathetic people.
Listen to what I just said. Don't interrupt me and answer the question, please, or I'll just leave and say, I don't care.
I'm explaining.
You're not logical at all. I don't need your explanation.
Human beings will
You can't answer the question.
Human beings will take abstract concepts and they will
Look at the question. Check out my question.
You're telling me Father Son does not exist in reality of life?
I'm saying that human beings.
Listen to what I just said. Don't interrupt me and answer the question.
All he has to do is observe that. So you think that I can't write a book that talks about a father and son relationship, but you think I can't make it sound mythological? I most certainly can. But there is a truth within it. If you can't see the meaning of the way that the scribe uses the mythology, if that is hidden from you, then you don't have the esoteric understanding of it. Point blank. If you don't know the magician's trick, then you assume it's magic. And if magic is not real, then you assume that the magician is a liar. But the esotericness behind all of it, you have to know the meaning. You have to know the trick. What is one and what is its value? And what is one and what is its value? And why does it make two? What is the logical, reasonable understanding of the seven spirits? Fucking morons.
Please, or I'll just leave and say, I don't care.
I'm explaining.
You're not logical at all. I don't need your explanation.
Human beings will
You can't answer the question.
Human beings will take abstract concepts and they will impose them upon reality to make reality make sense in certain ways.
Is that not what you do with law?
No, that's false. Humans do not do it like that. They do it the opposite of that. Humans will take human experiences and understandings of human understanding, and they will put it into a planet. Oh, look, Jupiter is the father of Mars. Do you see what I just did, everyone? He just lied. Humans don't take that which they can't explain and then put it into the living of what they are. No, they take what they are and put that into something they can't, or they're trying to explain, or they don't have the understanding about yet. And they'll reflect it as if it's a human thing. That's the whole Genesis story. The spirit moved across the Mayim. What's the spirit? What's the Mayim? What's the light? I make them in my image and likeness. Male and female, I create them. Who wrote the book in that manner? That's a man that wrote the book. God is not the one telling you, extrapolating spirit to the flesh. No, the man who wrote the book is explaining the flesh into the spirit world. So you're a false motherfucker. You lied. Look what he just said. I'll show you.
Interrupt me and answer the question, please, or I'll just leave and say, I don't care.
I'm explaining.
You're not logical at all. I don't need your explanation.
Human beings will
You can't answer the question.
Human beings will take abstract concepts and they will impose them upon reality to make reality make sense in certain ways.
Is that not what you do with law?
What do you mean with law? With the
all
legal
law,
system?
all law is an abstract reality from somebody else's experience that they impose upon every human living thing. Yes, that's what law is. If you don't abide by the law, you break the law, then it's the society that condemns you and doing an act that's wrong. If you don't see the act wrong, how come you are condemned in the law?
Okay, hang on a sec. But just because
illogical you are.
Because just because laws are made up by human beings and enforced by a society in order to reflect the society that we want to live in and accomplish goals we want to accomplish does not mean that literally the effigy of the law, the like justice is blind and shit, does not mean that entity exists in reality. So
so again, the effigy that he's talking about, the statue. Did we create the statue to represent something already in existence? Yes, because the human is the one who is supposed to be blind. Do you see now where he thought he was wise? I'm exposing a lots of different parts that he is jumping around to rather than sticking to his own fucking topic here. He can't even stick to the topic, and he couldn't even answer yay or nay. Is the seven spirits? You asked me, give you evidence of God. Is that evidence for you? My God is seven spirits, and we can observe them. We can test them. Do you agree or disagree? That's it. End of story. And then let me fucking leave. And if you disagree with what I said, you're fucking pathetic. You're not an actual scientist. Period. You're a fake. Because any scientist would agree with me. Any doctor would agree with me, especially a fucking doctor, medical doctor. Hey, medical doctor, when you study life itself and all the wounds and diseases and all the other ailments, if there was no life, if the brain was clinically dead, can you study anymore? Is life observable anymore? In a dead carcass? Tell me, doctor. So here, the effigy that we've created comes on the basis of human experience. The statue is not experiencing blind law, dumbass. Humans created an image, again, to reflect what is already in the human. Dipshit. That's why God commands don't make idols. Because everything that you are creating is already here. It's in the man. And the man is who is the supreme over the stone or over the stick or tree is going to worship that which he has dominion over. He's going to bow down to what he himself carved into the stone. Who's greater, the one who carved the stone or the stone? Fucking pathetic, man. That's why God is supreme in knowledge and wisdom, because this is logical. What you've just said is illogical garbage, gibberish, rubbish. Throw it in the fucking bin. Fucking pathetic. You guys, trust me, I laugh at this shit. I'm not emotionally. You know how I am. I like to be zealous, emotional. I think this is fucking hilarious. This is exposing these people on YouTube that are they're making false claims, everyone. Like these guys are actually claiming an academic status and trying to mislead people that watch their channel because they use big words. Dude, I don't give a fuck about how big of a word you fucking use. I can teach you the truth using words that a fifth grader or kindergartner only knows. And I can teach you the truth using those words. Dipshit. Just because you know big words don't make you smart, man. Actually, it kind of makes you even dumber. So, now I'm going to ask him this question because he brought up the stupid statue. Now I'm going to ask him this question because this blows it up in his face. I don't think he realizes it. The reason I ask this question is because is it the statue that delivers the justice, or is it the human beings that created the law? Who is the ones that dish out the justice or injustice? The statue, which represents how the humans are supposed to be in the living, or is it the actual living vessel that's doing what the statue represents? Tell us if he thinks he's so wise. Watch.
Because just because laws are made up by human beings and enforced by a society in order to reflect the society that we want to live in and accomplish goals we want to accomplish does not mean that literally the effigy of the law, the like justice is blind and shit, does not mean that entity exists in reality. So
Does it?
So my question is this: no, it doesn't. It does not logically entail that because human beings.
It doesn't. You see. So then I'm going to ask you. So you don't live in America? So everyone, do we not have law in order? You cannot just falsely condemn a man. You have to bring evidence into a courtroom to convict. So, no, the statue itself is not a living thing. However, what it represents is, and it's found where? In the living temples of human beings who are the ones who formed the statue to give it a representation of their actions in their government societies. Dumbass. So he says, is it real? Is what that statue stands for real? It most certainly the fuck is, motherfucker. It most certainly is. But no, you're not going to see it walk around. And it's not going to be the thing dishing out judgments. Stupid, pathetic man.
Can come up with concepts.
Do you live in America? Do you live in America?
I'm not done because human beings can come up with abstract concepts that
he says he's not done. He's realized. I think he may have realized his stupid, illogical manner here. I think he may have just realized it because now he turns and gets crazy, gets mad, and then jumps to something else again. Jumps to a whole nother different topic. Right? You'll see this. Ladies and gentlemen, effigies are all representations. That's a fact. The Washington Monument, the Philadelphia Bell, the bell, what is that called? The Liberty Bell. It's called the Liberty Bell because it represents something of what? Humans or brass? Does brass have liberties? So effigies are representations of living things. Again, his extrapolation was wrong earlier. Human beings create things that express themselves. And if there's something they don't understand, they will create from their own expression and reflect it onto something else to give it a more human characteristic. Like Jupiter is the father to Mars. You understand Jupiter is not a father to Mars. But you see what I'm doing here. All right, let's continue. It's almost done.
Refer to various things, but they're not like real things
Deflecting.
in reality. I'm not just
Deflecting.
I'm saying that you went to the Bible first. You went to the book of Revelation, you went to Revelation of John, and you went to the book of Isaiah. That's fine.
Can I ask the Catholic a question? Catholic, why do you think?
No, you're talking to me right now.
Why do you think I win? You okay? I'm answering your question.
No, you're not. I haven't finished asking the question. So the question is this: why would I take the Bible?
See, this is what they do. Now he's a control freak. This is not how a debate works, everyone. You cannot mute in a debate. You cannot mute the opponent. That is absolute unfairness. Because now I'm not able to refute what the gentleman is making the claims about. What a fucking pathetic man he is. He's been caught in so many fucking lies. Then he goes right back to the same thing. He's the one who brought up the word God, which is a religious connotation of a word. That's why I use religious books. I could have used the Vedas. I could have used the Quran. I could have used Buddhism. I could have used any of the religious holy texts. Are you going to refute that that's not your argument where God exists? Dumbass. What a complete dumbass.
Seriously at all, because the existence of the Bible does not logically entail that the Christian God exists.
Says who?
Because just like
Says who? Answer the question. Just like, not just, no, yeah, but, no. You just made a claim. You said just because the Christian Bible is in existence does not mean that the Christian version of it, of God, is true. Says who? Simple. Says who? Atheists? Bro, there's 6-7 billion people on this planet that are members of some religious sect that say God exists. You come along, a small fraction of the race's population, and you say now, life's not observable, people. God doesn't exist. You're fucking in what God exists as, dipshit. This is fucking pathetic. This is why they're so, you cannot be an atheist. This is why I told that guy in that one podcast, don't call yourself an atheist, please. If you want to be absolute understanding, just say it like this. I'd like to know what God is, but I don't. If you don't call yourself an atheist, just be an honest man and say, I'm not sure what God is. Something does exist, but I don't know what that is. That would be better than to just boldly say, God don't exist. Life, counsel, wisdom, knowledge, that don't exist. Yeah, it's all a lie. Everyone, it's all a lie. Follow me, follow me. Back in the day, if you were alive in antiquity days, J.L.Warren, they would have taken you out and stoned you in the community. They would have drug you by the hair of your head and stoned you for leading them away from God. You better thank God that human beings have a new way of law. Because of Jesus, we have a different point of view of law. Otherwise, you'd be getting stoned again today by 7 billion fucking people. Dummies. You see how they don't realize any of this shit?
The existence of the Tao Te Ching.
Answer the question. Answer. I said says who?
It's basically
deflecting again.
No,
Always deflecting. Atheist.
Captain, don't crash out on my stream.
No.
It's basic logic.
Now he thinks I'm deflecting. Basic logic? No, that's not an answer. An answer is not basic logic. That's not your answer. Says who? You? You're the only one saying it. Andrew? You got 4 guys that say it. I can bring you 1,000 that say he does. And you got 4 that say he don't. Well, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a vote. Everyone who believes that there's a creator, there's something greater than us, raise your hand. Oh, okay, 7 billion. All right, everyone who don't believe this, that everything is a lie, life and everything don't even exist, it's all imagination, raise your hand. Oh, 500,000. Okay. Well, majority rules because that's the way law and order is. Asshole. So you're a clown.
And he says I'm crashing out when he can't answer a question.
Okay, hold up. I'll explain it to you. Show me the logical contradiction in.
I'm going to show you.
Show me the logical contradiction, the P not P, in the Bible existing and the God it talks about not existing. How is
now,
it?
ladies and gentlemen, the P on P is the plan of plan. It's also a perception for people to understand. Why do you believe what you believe? Why do I believe what I believe? Why is my argument in this manner? Why is your argument in that manner? Evidence for this, evidence for that. He basically is asking me in just common sense terms, not in the academic settings, because obviously he's not academic at all. But just in the basic understanding, he wants me to bring up an analogy or an example of if a belief, somebody has a belief, and it's not actually true, how can you prove that it's not actually true? And then what is your belief about it? And I do this all the time. This is who I am, basically. Right? This is who I am. There is the way that Christians say Trinity is not correct. However, there is in Torah, Genesis 1, verse 2 and 3, an example of the correct male and female identifying words that extrapolate from spirit into the vessel flesh, that we are male, female, and then we create children. That does exist in its proper understanding of truth. An improper and illogical belief, which I give the example. I give him two examples, and he still doesn't understand. When he says P on P, he still doesn't even know what that means. I gave him two examples. Tried to help the guy out.
Logically contradictory.
What did I just say? He's an unfocused atheist. Many times.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You are a really unfocused atheist. And I'm about to give you two examples, which you asked me. So listen to his question.
I'll explain it to you. Show me the logical contradiction in.
I want to
show me the logical contradiction, the P not P, in the Bible existing and the God it talks about not existing. How is that logically contradictory?
Okay. How is it logical contradiction? Give me an example. That's what he's asking. I want to know an example of how what is in the Bible and then what is an interpretation or a belief. How is it contradictory to the text itself?
What did I just say? He's an unfocused atheist. Many times.
No, I'm not. I want you to show me the P not P.
No.
You're muted. You muted yourself.
No. He's lying. He's saying I mute. Why would I mute my own self, ladies and gentlemen? I muted my own. Do you believe this guy? You know damn well I'm not going to mute myself, because I'm going to talk and talk and I'm going to cuss you out. And if you mute me, I'm definitely going to cuss you the fuck out, because that's not how debates work. Illiterate fuckboy.
See, when my hand goes up, that's me unmuting. You muted me.
So show me the P not P in the Bible existing and the God not existing.
So the guy didn't focus earlier, gentlemen, and I'll explain why he was.
You're talking to me. You're talking to me right
Is he here to lecture us about how stupid? I mean, you want to say, oh my God.
Now here Theophilus comes in. Look at this guy, this stupid guy, or Leo Fiolis. He's jumping in. He's a fucking goofy. This is their fucking groupie. You know how rock stars got groupies? A bunch of dirty hoes. This is a dirty hoe. Here over there in the top right's a dirty hoe. You know, dirty hoe groupie.
So, Captain, if you want to stay on the
He doesn't. He's got an ego.
if you want to stay on the stream, you need to.
Hey, JL, I'd like you to show me your P.
Show me the logical contradiction in the Bible. Okay, you say
He
that.
thinks repeating himself is going to make anything change from what I'm about to answer. Repeating yourself just makes it known that you're unfocused, literally. You see, I could deal with the jackass coming here and speaking to me, and I still know your fucking question that you asked, and I can still give you the proper fucking answer because I'm a very focused man. You, on the other hand, how many times have I asked him to answer a question and he skips it, he deflects, and then moves to something else as if he wants to control? He's controlling the dialogue. You're a fucking joke, J.L.Warren. I just exposed you on your own channel. You're a fucking charlatan joke. Now watch the answer. And now he's going to have the rest of his peanut gallery. He's going to jump in very soon.
That it is not logically entailed. So I'm going to ask you. I'll restructure.
Here's a guy who says, "Does God exist?" He uses the word.
I'll give you I'll ask you the question again. I'll ask him in a different way. Maybe you'll be able to follow.
See, he doesn't want people to hear this. Here's a guy who's using the word God. Does God exist? He's using a theological word that's not part of his vocabulary. It's an atheist in that sense. He has to extrapolate from what they say God is. And when he can't understand what they say, Then he says, no, that doesn't exist. It's illogical. Which I agreed in the very beginning of the program. Right away, did you not hear me say? I also agree with you that many religions are illogical and they are dangerous because their beliefs are not proper in interpretation. But you here are also not proper. So I'm about to give you an example.
Is it possible that the Christian Abrahamic biblical God, is it possible that the Christian
Illogical.
Is it possible within
You can repeat the question.
Is it within the realm of logical possibility that the Christian Abrahamic biblical God does not exist? Is that a possible thing?
No, it's impossible.
Okay. Show me the logical contradiction in the Christian Abrahamic biblical God not existing. Show me the P, not P.
Are you going to let me answer the question, or are you going to keep muting me when you don't want to hear? You don't want to hear.
I'm waiting for your answer. That's why I stopped talking. You don't need to bitch about the meta.
Who's muting me? Up here, this fucking weirdo who's biting his lips really tight. He's got a stick up his ass. Andrew's got a stick so far up his ass, his lips are literally turning white from piercing them together. Look at this crazy fuck at the middle of your top screen. Look at him. And he's the one that's muting me, ladies and gentlemen. And he's going to expose himself very soon. Watch. It's so hilarious. But he's got a stick. He has not stopped pressing his lips together. I'm telling you, this guy has got there's mentally something, a trauma or something that's gone through him. He as well probably is an abusive man. You could tell, certain countenance that's on people that he is a psycho kind of guy who wants to, like if he had children, if his children don't do exactly as he says, he probably beats them. I'm giving you an analogy, right? Like that kind of man who thinks he's master and his children are nothing but slaves. He doesn't love his children in the manner. He's the master over them. They're just slaves. So he's piercing his lips and look, he's just all crazy right now. Giving me crazy eyes too. Looking really hard in his computer screen with crazy eyes.
I want you to show me the logical contradiction that is entailed by the Christian Abrahamic biblical God not existing. Please feel free.
He loves to hear himself talk, doesn't he, gentlemen?
Yeah, I love it when you literally anybody who understands anything about how conversations take the moment to respond to the question.
Did you see that, Andrew? Did you see? Look, he pierces Smith, and then look what he does. This is what he does to his children. This is what he would do to his children, everyone. Check it out. The minute that his authority is questioned, the minute that it's questioned, he goes into a rage where he is going to beat his children.
Talking. You don't need to bitch about the meta. I want you to show me the logical contradiction that is entailed by the Christian Abrahamic biblical God not existing. Please feel free.
He loves to hear himself talk, doesn't he, gentlemen?
Yeah, I love it when you literally anybody who understands anything about how conversations work the moment to respond to the question.
He can never. They never let me.
They sit there and ramble about how you're not letting them answer the question.
You are whinging about the meta. The question to you is:
you see, they think they're logical right here. Like I don't get. These guys are so stupid. You got three on top. Now, the PhD guy on the bottom, notice he's kind of keeping his mouth shut. He's keeping his mouth shut. But I'm about to do something to test this fucking asshole. I'm about to do something to test this guy, and then I'm going to make him go off the handle. Right? Remember, they were all saying, I'm crashing out. How am I the one crashing out? Look how they're all the ones crashing out on their own program. I've answered every question of theirs logically and reasonably. They have not answered a single one of my questions, not one. So this is not a fair debate. It's a joke of a show. It's a joke debate. And you got Andrew with pierced lips, and then he goes and breaks his little countenance, and he becomes a a crazed up father who's going to beat his children now. You got Leo over here, who's nothing but the dirty little whore who follows the roadie. You know, he follows the band members. He's a dirty little whore. He'll agree and say their music's good, even if it's shit. You know, their music's good. I love their music. Oh, I suck their dicks. Oh, even if it's shit. That's this guy. And then JL up here, he's the daddy complex where, yeah, put you in the backstage, you little fat boy. I'm daddy. I'm father. I'm going to mute you. I don't want to hear what you say. I'm a Gestapo. I'm Nazi. I'm a Nazi. I'm Gestapo.
Simple. Show me the logical contradiction in the Christian Abrahamic God. Christian Abrahamic.
How many times is this fucking retard going to... Do you see that's called insanity, everyone? Albert Einstein says that if they repeat it over and over, expecting the same outcome, and they don't get the outcome, and then they're going to repeat it again, this is insanity. He literally is insane. I asked him earlier, are you going to let me answer the question, or are you going to keep muting me? He keeps muting me, doesn't he? And then the other guys jump in. I can't even answer the question. Because they mute me.
Biblical God not existing. How does that entail a logical contradiction?
Okay, Trinity, the Trinity, Christian Trinity, the way that they describe it doesn't exist.
I don't care. That wasn't the question that I asked.
You're an ill.
That wasn't, okay, hold on.
You're an illiterate fucking man. That was your question. You wanted an example. What of the Abrahamic religions, if they're talking about God, cannot exist logically, reasonably, in their belief? What is it? Give me an example of something illogical in their belief. So I've said the way that Christians interpret Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, that's illogical. Two daddies, two sons. It's not a Trinity. There's no male. There's no female. There's no child. You have to have three separate things in order for it to be a logical, reasonable understanding of human being existence. You cannot have two daddies in the Trinity. You cannot have two sons in the Trinity. You have left out the mother, the feminine quality. Where's it at? That is why, you stupid asshole, the PMP is that. It's illogical. Now, there is a true Trinity, but that is an example, one example of the illogical way that someone has a belief in an Abrahamic understood religion. That's one way.
That wasn't the question that I asked you.
I'm laughing.
I asked
He's
you
fucking illiterate.
to tell me what logical contradiction is entailed by the Christian Abrahamic biblical God not existing.
Yes.
How is the Christian Abrahamic?
I did. So the Christians who are following Abraham say that the Abraham that Abraham knew is in this Trinity version. Abraham never had that Trinity version. Abraham never had that. Do you understand that, you stupid J.L.Warren fuckboy? You clown of a man? You're so illiterate, you can't even follow the truth. You can't even follow your line of questioning. You can't.
Biblical God not existing? Impossible. Show me how. Okay, that wasn't the question that I asked.
You're an ill.
That wasn't, okay, hold up. That wasn't the question that I asked you. I asked you to tell me what logical contradiction is entailed by the Christian Abrahamic biblical God not existing. How is the Christian Abrahamic biblical God not existing? Impossible. Show me how.
I just said it and you don't understand it because you're an illiterate man. Fact.
I mean,
No,
you-
that-
you
that
didn't
would
give
always-
me-
No, that's a
That's a fact. So they don't even understand the truth. So the real Abrahamic God is a male, female child, as in Genesis 1. That's the proper understanding that we need to have in religion of Christianity, as the understanding that, yes, that exists. Can that be observed? Yes. I can observe male and female and the offspring in pretty much all of creation. Remember, God plus creation equals. So what is creation? Well, creation consists a lot of times male and female. Even within the plant kingdom, there's males and females, and they produce offspring, seedlings. Fact. That is evidence that Abrahamic God in his truth exists. In the other way, the way that they describe the Trinity, two daddies and a mommy, that's why homosexuality is wrong, because you can no longer procreate. And J.L.Warren, you're a guy who loves the LGBTQ community because you're like a homosexual lover. And I'm not making a judgment upon the man. I'm just showing you that even that lifestyle itself is illogical. So if you are defending illogical lifestyles, then you must be an illogical man. Period. There's no way around that. So the real Trinity, I gave him two examples in one thing. There is a real Trinity. The one that Abrahamic understanding is true, so that God does exist. But there's this other one that Christians have that I can show you doesn't exist. Logically and reasonably, it cannot. It's not following creation. Dummy. These people are so illiterate.
fact, gentlemen. You know that's a fact.
You didn't give me a P not P. You made a statement about Trinitarianism, and Trinitarianism is false. But a person could be a Unitarian and literally reject
or a modalist.
or a modalist. So in that respect,
what I
I'm
said
asking
to
you for the P not P in that God not existing.
The same way Unitarian, the way they describe it, doesn't exist either. It can't.
Okay, so
Boom. I've given you two examples. He's the one who brought up the Unitarian shit. So there is a God of Abraham that does exist. You must know what it is. But if you claim you're a Unitarian, there is a father who beget a son. And the son created all things. Through him, all things were made. Nothing was made without him. That's two creators, everyone. Unitarianism cannot exist. Neither. That's not a real Abrahamic concept. Fact. You just shot your own self in the stupid foot, moron.
does the
I gave you two examples now. You got
right? No, hang on. So I'm going to ask you.
I gave him two examples now. Are you going to answer my question now? That's what I was saying to him, and he muted me. You going to answer my question now?
Really reject
Or a modalist.
or a modalist. So in that respect, I'm asking you for the P not P in that God not existing.
the same way Unitarian, the way they describe it, doesn't exist either. It can't.
Okay, so does the
I gave you two examples now. You got
no, right?
My question?
No, hang on. So I'm going to ask you this. So just to clarify, does the Christian Abrahamic biblical God
fucking illiterate.
does the Christian Abrahamic biblical God exist? Does it exist?
Yes, he does. I just proved it. Did you focus earlier?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You claimed it. You didn't.
I proved it. 7 spirits. Can we test them? Can we observe them? Can they be repeatable? Ladies and gentlemen, these are absolute charlatans. They reject logic and reason. They are not logical nor reasonable men. They have rejected evidence that is pure evidence of an Abrahamic God, because when you read these scriptures, This is the actual interpretation of what these scriptures say. Now, you can have many interpretations, and some of these can be very illogical, but they are not Abraham's God. Fact. What I am showing you, what I am telling you in all my videos, is what Abraham knew. It's what the Israelites knew. We know what we worship, for salvation is from the Israelites, you stupid fucking illiterate men. You reading translated English, thinking you know what the fuck Israelites know.
Prove it. Okay, so because you're crashing out and I have to mute you because you're not listening, you're not actively listening. I asked you.
You see how he ad hominem. I'm crashing out. I'm not crashing out. I gave you two examples, logically two examples. Everything you asked about the P on P. I presented the plan of approach to clarify what some people see as Abrahamic God, which is illogical, and then what I perceive is the truth as logical, can be tested, and you deny any of it. You're the one who's a fuck up.
Impossible for that God to not exist. Like, what would be impossible if that God doesn't exist?
So he didn't focus when I brought the evidence at the very beginning of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Did I or did I not bring forth my evidence? And I gave him two scripture verses. Because remember, that's the book, the theological book, is where you get the understanding about God, not from a math book, not from a history book, not from a science book, not from a geological book, but from a theological book. I brought you two examples. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 2. Revelations 4:5. There's the examples. There's the evidence. Now can we test what these things say? The seven spirits. Can we test them? Can we observe them? Are they repeatable? Stupid fucking man.
We should ask him if he even understands what it means for something to be impossible.
So
I genuinely.
So can you not observe all the seven spirits I just told you? Are they not observable?
Oh,
Test them.
Busted them. See, finally I got it out. Because they kept muting me. Finally I got it out. Finally I got to get it out. That goes back to the very beginning of what I claimed, what I stated to them. I have never swayed from what the opening argument was. These gentlemen have went all fucking over the fucking place. All over the place. And when I present both sides of the P&P, both sides I gave them, helping them out, they still don't understand it. Because why? Why do they not understand? Remember that word? Why do these atheists not understand it? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the word atheist means one without God. If God is seven spirits, the reason they cannot understand it is because they don't have the spirit of understanding. Illiterate charlatans.
Hang on.
Are you a fucking idiot?
Hang on a sec. I observe the things that you mentioned. I don't hold them to be spirits. I hold them to be abstract concepts that we.
Wait a minute. He does not hold them to be spirits. What? Now he got to define spirit now. Now in a debate, we would have to define spirit. Is spirit phantasma? Let's use the Greek. Maybe he doesn't even understand it. Is spirit phantasma or pneuma? Stupid Warren. How are we going to describe a spirit in this content? In its context, pneuma or phantasma? Huh, illiterate man? Oh, look. Did he take it down? Let's see. Don't tell me he took it down.
To ask him if he even understands what it means for something to be impossible.
So-
I genuinely.
So can you not observe all the seven spirits I just told you? Are they not observable, testable?
No, hang on.
Are you a fucking idiot?
Hang on a sec. I
Fucking
observed
idiot.
the things that you mentioned. I don't hold them to be spirits. I hold them to be abstract concepts that we
You're letting him
use
deflect.
to refer to things. So my
Fucking
ontology,
idiot! A fucking idiot!
so my ontology of them is different than yours. Okay, my ontological foundation regarding those things is different from yours.
It can't be. It can't be. He lied to everyone. What is a spirit, asshole? Tell me. Tell me. When we're speaking of theological spirits, not ghosts and goblins and devils and demons in the sense of hocus pocus, where a dead person rose and their spirits walking around. Because that's not the word pneuma. That's the word phantasma. You illiterate fucking linguistic fuck up. So come forth, man. You're illogical, Warren. Complete buffoon. I've just exposed you on your own channel. The captain is the king of debates. I'm telling you right now. No one can defeat me because I have the truth.
The problem is that I'm not begging the question. You are.
You're. I'm begging the question. I'm begging the question. What? He doesn't even know how to use that properly. I've given an evidence that we can observe and repeat and test all these seven spirits. You are asking to define, begging the question. You're asking to define the word spirit. Okay, well, define it. Because you said your ontological understanding of that word spirit is different than everyone else's. Then tell me, sir. Tell me your ontological understanding of that word spirit so I can laugh my fucking ass off at you. Because even in the Greek, it's understood to be pneuma, not phantasma. I'm pathetic, man.
Oh, I'll ask you again. If you say that it is impossible for the Christian Abrahamic biblical God to not exist, you say that that's an impossibility, then that must mean that there is something that humans can't do or something else that is impossible unless it does exist. So please tell me what that contradiction is.
Life itself, jackass. Life itself. Did you create it? Are you the beginner of life, or did you just fucking consciously wake up when you were a fucking baby? Were you around in AD 40? Answer the question. Were you around in AD 40? Did AD 40 exist, everyone? Because you're consciously aware right now. So, in the year AD 40, did it exist? Can we prove that it existed? I mean, we can't observe AD 40 right now, can we? Can we observe AD 40, everyone? Physically? Hey, stupid physics. This is where I think that, people are so stupid. Let's go to a physicist. Hey, physicist, since you love the physical realm, they say that AD 40 existed. It was a time. Can you tell me if it existed really in reality? Can you observe the physical understanding of AD 40? Can you? Logically and reasonably? Motherfuckers!
I'm gonna keep calling you a fucking illiterate, bro. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not answering.
I guarantee you, Captain, I know more than you do. So, in this respect,
you're illiterate.
In this respect, now I guarantee you, I know more than you, but that's irrelevant to the point. The point is, you don't seem to understand.
He just proved that he doesn't know more than me in his own video here. But you see how he has an ego? He loves to kiss his own ass. So I'm going to stroke. I'm going to present something. Watch. This is what I do. Now that I hear them with their ego, I'm very clever, everyone. I'm highly clever, very focused all the time. Watch what I'm going to do to all of them here in a minute. And then watch.
Understand what a P not P is. You don't seem to understand how to show a logical contradiction. Let me ask you this really simply, as Leo was pointing out.
He can point out.
Can you at least tell me what?
You can say all the fancy words you say. You can mute me. You can do everything. I already presented the plan on plan. I gave you the evidence for an Abrahamic God must exist, how it must exist as seven spirits, as it's described in the text. I also gave you the example how a certain doctrine of devils that is illogical and has no evidence for it, with a Trinity and a Unitarian, because they misrepresent linguistic words and their meaning. They have created up there in their own imagination the understanding of it. I gave you the example, and you're stuck on PMP. Stuck.
People.
What is it like? How do
You people.
So Captain.
Like a
So Captain.
You did.
Hang on, I'm not done. I'm not fucking done. So Captain,
you should be. This guy's mentally unwell.
I understand that. I'm getting there. I'm getting there at
He's
my
mentally
pace.
unwell.
Now Tony is jumping in. This guy mentally unwell. He mentally unwell. Tony. You know why Tony's saying that? Because Tony realizes how stupid J.L.Warren and Andrew and this other guy really are. I hope that your PhD you got, I hope that you observed this, sir, because you were listening quietly. I hoped you observed this and you saw what they were doing in a debate, muting me and everything. I hope to fucking God you're not a fucking moron too, or your PhD should be stripped away from you immediately. And now they're going to ad hominem me. Check it out.
He can point out.
Can you at least tell me what?
Mute people.
What is it like? How do
Mute people.
So Captain.
Like a
so Captain.
No, it's all right.
Hang on, I'm not done. I'm not fucking done. So
But you should be. This guy's mentally unwell.
I understand that. I'm getting there. I'm getting there
He's
at my pace.
mentally unwell.
I'm getting there at my pace.
He's a fucking moron.
So Captain, please.
He thinks he wants to control.
Please explain something.
You're a fucking control.
Explain to me. How do you determine if
Daddy?
How do you determine if something?
You like the daddy?
How do you determine if something is impossible?
Mentally unwell.
I get that. I get that.
But it's still fun. Like,
Okay,
This is what counts.
he chose to come up here.
Ad hominem.
Go ahead and
Sucks to be you, to look like a fucking idiot
Go
on
ahead.
stream you chose to come
Ad
up.
hominem me.
Captain.
actually you're at.
Explain to me how you determine.
I can't work.
I can't wait to show this on my live stream.
I'm not muting it.
That's what I'm
He
telling
keeps doing it to himself.
I'm not.
You're fucking.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay.
Now he's lying.
Captain.
You hear they're lying because they want to try to be a joke. Now they changed it up. They've got caught all up. They're fucking embarrassed. Their ego kicks in. So now they have to regurgitate to joking. This is a sign of incompetence and a sign that someone is sweating big time. Now they have to make everything a joke. Now they're going to joke about it. And now this is where we catch Andrew up. I've caught the PhD guy. I got him out because I started flipping him off. Calling them fucking idiots. The minute I started cussing, that's when this guy, he wants to now say I'm mental because I cuss. He's got devils in him. That's what the PhD fuck ups here wants to say. Don't you, little Tony? Little Tony, I got devils in me, don't I, Tony? I got devils in me. Remember they used to say that to John the Baptist. They said Jesus got devils. Now they can't contend with the logical, reasonable man who's way more intelligent than all four of them put together. So now they have to ad hominem, and then now they got to call me that I'm a mental patient. I got problems. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking ad hominem piece of shits.
Explain to me how you determine something to be impossible. Explain.
Did you just fucking unmute me, asshole?
I did that last time.
You're a fucking liar.
See, I busted them. That's why I put my hands up in the air. I wanted to expose all of their muting because they were lying, saying, I'm muting myself. Ladies and gentlemen, why would I mute my own self? You fucking charlatan. Fucking charlatan.
He keeps muting himself. I'm not muting him. He keeps doing it to himself.
You're fucking.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay, Captain, explain.
You got Dick Sucker up there. Look, that groupie Dick Sucker up there thinks it's funny. He's laughing. Look at it. He's a Dick Sucker. Wow, man. That's fucking crazy. Little groupie up there act like a little hoe. He's a little hoe, ain't he?
Me how you determine something to be impossible. Explain.
Did you just fucking unmute me, asshole?
I did that last time.
You're a fucking liar. You're lying, Errol.
Now I've muted
Oh my
you.
God.
Now I've muted
Audience.
you. Now I've muted you.
So,
So explain to me how you determine something to be impossible.
You tell me, asshole.
I'm
Fucking
asking
moron.
you. Hold up.
Show this.
Hold up.
Can't
If
wait
you're
to show
so
this on my
well
own
read
podcast. What I'm
and
saying.
so much smarter than I am, why can't you tell me how you determine something to be impossible?
Because you wouldn't let me speak, even if I tried to explain it to you. You wouldn't let me speak. You keep muting me, dipshit. And I already explained it earlier. I told you 7 spirits and how we observe them, how we test them, how they're repeatable. I gave you 2 examples of how an Abrahamic interpretation of a God cannot exist in that context. And I also explained to you how one can exist. I've answered all of your questions with logic and reason. There's no way around it. You are complete fraud. You are illiterate. And now you're going to resort to this. Watch. I'm going to bust you, little Andrew up there. You child beater. You know, he's so biting on his lip. He's an aggressive daddy. He's an aggressive daddy. Ah, I'm going to beat my children. Ah, obey me. Obey me. Watch. He gets so furious, he'll tell on his own self. Watch. He's such a hothead. He tells on himself. Watch.
I cannot wait to show this on my.
Why can you not?
I'm going to show it on my.
Why can you not tell me how to determine something is impossible?
I actually have degrees. You have zero.
I have more degrees than you do, smart guy. So, in that respect, I'm asking you very simply.
You're a fucking
How do
YouTuber.
you
You
determine?
got degrees and you're on YouTube trying to ask people for money and shit. See, this is what I love to do is I love to bring up the degree shit just to call them out because it's like, okay, if you really have fucking degrees, ladies and gentlemen, why are you not at work? I mean, seriously. I mean, did your parents waste all that college money? Or the taxpayers? However you made it in? They waste all that fucking money so that you can get on YouTube and look like a fucking charlatan? Taxpayers, they want their fucking money back, Warren. Give us our fucking money back. If you use taxpayers' money to go to college, man, you fuck up. You too down there, you stupid Tony. Because I can tell right away that you didn't get no scholarship. You guys didn't get no scholarship. No fucking way in hell. No fucking way in hell did they get a scholarship to go to college. Either they have rich mommies and daddies that paid, or they had to go fill up student loans and get help from the public.
Something to be impossible.
Blah, blah.
Answer up, look.
I didn't mute him that time.
All of they're all.
Andrew, are you muting him?
yes.
Okay, Andrew's muting him. Andrew's
So,
muting him.
Look at the
so
fuck
every
up.
time,
Look at the
he
fuck up.
accused people-
Look at the fuck up. Look at the fuck up. They're accusing me of muting my own self, which is illogical to begin with. Now look what the fuck up. The raging daddy. We call him the raging daddy now. Lip piercing weirdo.
I'm asking you very simply. How do you determine something to be impossible?
Blah, blah.
I didn't mute him that time.
All of they're all.
Andrew, are you muting
All
him?
fucking liars.
Yes.
Okay, Andrew's muting him. I'm not muting you. Andrew's Andrew's
So,
muting you.
so every time he accused you, see, he's just ranting. This is a guy with zero. We have zero executive function going on here.
See, they think they're smart, but they're not. Most of them.
What does he think he's got? Like, is there other aliens watching this?
Hang on a second. Hang on a
I
second.
just exposed
This is
exposed you, man.
this is what's fucking hilarious to me. Captain,
Yeah.
I asked you a very, very basic question.
Yeah, Andrew, I just exposed you, Andrew, and you just exposed your own fucking self. You were the one fucking muting me, you piece of fucking shit. Ooh, fucking clown show. Tony, Mr. PhD down there. Do you see what you're befriending? A bunch of fucking morons? You see what they do in the debate? And then they play it off like, oh, he's muting his own self, everyone. He's muting his own self. I'm not doing. Andrew, are you muting him? And then Andrew, like a little caught child in the cookie jar, he said, what did he say? Let's play it back. We got to play it back because it's so fucking hilarious. This motherfucker is
guy with zero. We have zero.
zero executive. So and then wait, check out cocksucker up there on the top right. You know, our fucking little hoe that follows the band around. Watch how he acts when he finds out Andrew was doing it the whole time. And remember, this idiot up there was saying that I mute myself too, right? Now watch what he does. His little girl giggle. Got a little girl giggle. Watch how he acts whenever Andrew tells on himself. This is hilarious.
Every time he accused you,
Rewind it to that part.
Determine something is impossible.
You actually have degrees. You haven't seen.
I have more degrees than you do, smart guy. So, in that respect, I'm asking you very simply: how do you determine something to be impossible?
Blah blah.
I didn't mute him that time.
All of they're also.
Andrew, are you muting him?
yes.
Okay, Andrew's muting you. Andrew's muting you.
Every time he accused you,
You see how Goofy Guy started laughing? Yeah, he muted him. I think I'm funny. I'm funny. Yeah, guys, I'm your little groupie. I'll put more lipstick on. Let me put more lipstick on. What a fucking weirdo he is, man. I'm telling you guys. This is some weird shit on YouTube. Another cult. This is a weird little cult here. Atheist cult this time. Bunch of guys who think that they're wise and smart, but really they're not. They falsely say things and accuse people falsely. This is their little show. If they don't like that you can win a debate or defeat them logically, then they start muting you because they're pathetic fucks. Now, let's fast forward just a little bit to where I end up getting kicked out, and then we'll go to what they talk to me about.
Let's speak to an illiterate man.
How do you
not gonna
determine
answer,
something
J.L.
to be impossible?
Illiterate man. Illiterate.
Okay. So you've got nothing. You are a fucking moron. So I'm sorry that you wanted to crash out and do your thing. You ran away this time.
Ad hoc.
I was going to get there. At my own pace, Tony. I wanted to cover. There were certain things I wanted to cover. You know, I get there are certain people that are there for the rage bait, and certain people that may in fact be mentally ill. The guy that Professor Dave was talking about on his last video, that dude is mentally ill, like severely. This guy, I think, was just a troll. Is all he was.
No, I think he's irrational. But presenting the argument that he presented, like quoting Isaiah, and then saying,
Shut up, Tony. Don't kiss my ass. You tried to say I was mental. You see what the guy, they're so fucking distorted backwards. First he says, oh, he has mental problems. And now he says that I'm rational. What is it? Am I mental or am I rational? Come on, you fucking PhD fuck up. Which one is it? This is the clown show. Everyone, this is why it's stupid. This is why these people are illiterate. I'm just proving it to you. Now, for the next 30 minutes, this is all they can do is talk about me. And watch, wait. They're going to start talking about my music and everything else. We'll play that.
I proved God exists. like that's not rational. Okay. And
so you realize the existence of the book does not logically entail that a God exists. You understand that, right?
And then
who said?
Wait a minute. I never said the existence of a book. You see how they're, again, straw manning? Because I'm gone? I said the existence of the 7 spirits, and that I didn't need a book to know that those things exist. Because as an observer, I can experience what the book says. I can extrapolate that into reality because life does exist, counsel does exist, knowledge, understanding, wisdom, power, fear of the Lord does exist. You see how stupid these people really are? And now they're going to straw man and manipulate shit because I'm no longer present.
And then he was all, you guys are so stupid because I already proved that God existed and you weren't paying attention.
Yes. The definition, the terminology of what God was, I brought up the source. This is what the Israelites and what the biblical understanding of that theological book isn't telling, that God, a creator, is 7 fucking spirits. Fact. Are you going to sit there as a PhD professor and tell me that life doesn't exist? That it's not observable and it's not repeatable? And if this, ladies and gentlemen, is what Scripture is really calling God, literally, that is Father. Now, atheist, stupid fuck, does God exist or not exist based on the evidence of what the proper interpretation and definition of defining God? Does God exist now, you stupid ass motherfuckers? Yes. Yes, you stupid PhD fuck up, Tony.
No, you claimed something and then you quoted a book whose authenticity you didn't establish. And
okay, I told you authenticity I didn't establish. So we have math books, we have science books, blah 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 blah. We go on. This is semantics. This is semantics. So those things, we should throw them out, huh? We throw them out. Why does a science book exist, ladies and gentlemen? Why does a math book exist? Does the book need to exist in order to know that math is real? No. A book does not need to exist in order for me to know that if I add this plus this, it makes 2 things. So does a theological book really need to exist in order for the evidence of God to be in existence? We need a book? No. You see how illogical this PhD Tony is?
and so there's no logical substantiation. And then he got progressively more angry as you confronted him on the vacuity of his reasoning. That's mental illness. That's a textbook case. This is a guy who was
textbook case. You see how he tried to say I have a mental illness? Motherfucker, I dare you to say that to my face. Say that to my fucking face, bro. You can say all the shit you want all over fucking YouTube. But I'll guarantee you that if you came face to face with me, you pathetic fucking man, you would run like the little bitch boy that you are. You are a little bitch boy that would run. Fact. That's called ad hominem. Now, when he comes to my channel, people watch the channel. Hey, motherfucker, you gonna say I have mental problems now, motherfucker, when I've clearly showed how stupid you guys really are and what you're doing behind scenes, and I exposed you, and then now when the person's gone, now you're gonna start rambling a bunch of nonsense that you have no evidence for? You're making claims about me. What's your evidence? What's your evidence for this, Tony? Because I flipped you off and I said, fuck you, you stupid fucking morons, you illiterate jackasses? That's a mental patient because someone says you're an illiterate jackass and flips you the fuck off because you sat there and muted me? You sat there and lied on me? Now I'm upset, and because I'm upset because of what you did in your action, I have a mental problem. You're fucking pathetic.
Of the profundity of his insights, who just your job in the conversation is just to listen to him and to rubber stamp what he says. And as soon as you try to do anything, as soon as you try to engage in any agency with that, he's just going to get disruptive.
He did not engage with me at all, ladies and gentlemen. See how false this fucking stupid fuck is? If this is their leader, let's say this is who their guy, like they go to this guy, Tony, in order to how to learn about debating or learn whatever. Tony is a fucking moron. I hate to tell you this. He is an illiterate fucking moron whose PhD should be ripped and stripped from him if he really has one, ladies and gentlemen. People can use big words and then just make I'm a PhD Tony, and I put my name there in my account. So, yeah, I'm a PhD Tony. Yeah, that's what I really am because I said it. Yeah. Fuck.
Which is exactly what happened. He's a textbook case of somebody who's unwell. Not dysfunctional, but he is quite unwell.
I will tell you this. I'm on his channel. I'm on his channel right now. Like, it was easy to find. It's literally Captain Skeleton Man. He's a terrible fucking singer. Bob Seger would annihilate you because that you're murdering that copy of Turn the Page. Okay? You murdered Bob Seger. So,
Okay, so the whole time this guy's talking to me, Bob Seger's song Turn the Page is at least almost 5 minutes long. You listened to the song during this time that you listened to me sing it? Really? It's called ad hominem. You think that what you're gonna say about me, I'm a bad singer, that hurt? You think that hurts my feelings? I'm gonna harass him and bully him now. You're a bad singer. You use things like AI. AI's doing it. And they've never seen a video. I actually sit there and play the guitar. I show people how I do it, how I make the music. Then they falsely bear witness against me. And then they start saying I'm using AI, it's doing my music. How, motherfucker? I'm the one playing the damn instrument, you stupid fuck-ups.
He's pathetic. I don't even know if he's still in the chat.
Wait, you saw that too? I had a minute. I saw that video. I was laughing.
It's like, what the living shit, dude.
Dick sucker,
So he definitely relies on a lot of AI. He definitely thinks he's definitely a rock star in his own mind. But I don't think
I'm a rock star in my own mind. You see, a dick sucker down there, he giggles and laughs like a little girl. I saw that too. I saw that video too. I'm fucking laying down in bed with a pillow propped up underneath my head. My whole esophagus is crushed in. And I can still sing better than any of you with my esophagus crushed in. You fucking pathetics. I'm gonna badger him now. Badgering the witness. Your Honor, that's badgering the witness.
Too concerned about his 80 subscribers, the fact that
I'm not
forensic
concerned.
analysis of the use of the different names of God, forensic analysis of the Quran. This is forensic. That's I mean, this one way.
I guess God is dead. Remember,
all are welcome. Yeah.
But that was another thing where he was talking about the law, and it was very difficult to follow what he was trying to say. But
if you guys want to watch the rest of where they sit there and they just talk about me, it's bridge the divide. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and continue in the nonsense that's pathetic with these guys. Let me see if I don't know why. Let me do something real quick before I do that. I don't know why my audio shut down on me. Let me reset my audio for this other one. Hopefully my audio was being heard throughout this whole thing. But you see how they just making up shit, talking about me. I'm posting it. I am. I'm definitely posting this video. I'm gonna make you guys look so stupid. And you're gonna be looking like little Satans. You're like a bunch of Satans, big time. Flat out. I mean, there's no way around that. You're some wicked fucking dudes. Wicked little motherfuckers. Don't even know how to debate. They don't even know how to debate. That's what's sad about the whole fucking thing, man. All right, let me enter into my studio. Hopefully audio will come back on properly here. All right. Come on now. Audio. All right, there we go. Let's send this out. Close this one out.
Okay. Are things working? Let me see. Oh no, now they're blocking me. They're messing up my fucking audio and everything. What do I gotta do? Did somebody come up? Do I got a little secret person in my system here that's causing this effect to take place? Because you're a little jealous asshole. Okay. It's working. Are things working? Let's see. But my audio, I can't hear in my headset. It's not working my headset. But at least it's working up here. My fucking audio and everything. So you guys, these are some fucked up people right here. This is some funny shit. I'm gonna turn my camera off real quick. To read the comments. Make sure everything's working still. Okay. Working on things. That way I can have it the color here black and I can see. All right. Flash of the Tide. Nah, I like Leo. He's funny. I see him like a little brother. No, Leo, he's a follower, bro. I'm telling you. He's a little weirdo. And you got to finally see the real deal of him. That's a little weirdo, man. Part 1, God. Part 2, no God. 1 + 0 = 1. Been there, done that. Well, he assumed. Well, he felt setting up his failed false equivalency. When I tell JL that Jesus Christ is the evidence of God, he pulls the category error. He doesn't even know how to use that thing right to begin with. It's not a category error. All right, so let me flip my little camera back around. Make sure everything is still working. Been there, done that. All right, it's all working still. But anyway, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if anybody wants to join the stage, my link is there. I believe it's still there. Let me scroll to the very top here. Yeah, my link is still there. And if not, then I'm gonna head. I got places to go, people to see right now. So if nobody wants to join, then I'm gonna head out. And I'll go back live later on tonight, later on this evening, or a little bit later on the day. But for now, I've got somewhere I want to go. I just wanted to get this video up before they, maybe they take it down or something else or edit it. I don't want that happening before I post my appearance on it to make them look these guys are absolutely insane. That's it. There's no way around this. I love how people use big words. Ladies and gentlemen, remember always, just because somebody knows a big word does not mean they are educated at all. They could have memorized, let me get my book. I've got a big dictionary over here. Let me get it. I've got this dictionary over here, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is.